Welcome to RDR's Weekend Review. This is our companion content to the podcast. Gives you an opportunity to come in and hear current content. Because the podcast is recorded in advance, sometimes some of the commentary that you hear may be dated. So we want to get together, talk a little bit about what's happened in the last week to 10 days in the league so that you're getting fresh content from us in addition to the things that we provide that don't necessarily need a date, like our creme de la creme list.
Right.
So we got a few things we want to discuss today. First of all, we had some key injuries this week. Gordon Hayward, Chris Middleton, and De'Aaron Fox. Who wants to take the lead there and see what those injuries mean to their respective teams and the players in particular?
I think the Gordon Hayward injury is it hurt for a couple reasons.
Celtics been rolling.
It throws Marcus Smart back in the starting position.
And their formula's been working. Whatever they've been doing, what are they, 9-1, whatever it is?
9-1. What I don't want to happen though is when he come back, you got Tatum and Kimball was rolling already. Brown rolling, and Gordon Hayward. I don't want when Gordon Hayward to come back, any one of them guys feel that they got to take a step back. Because they're all pretty efficient as far as Brown and Gordon Hayward are very efficient with their scoring. Mm-hmm. And I don't want them to have to take a step back if he comes back, like working them back in. I think just do what y'all been doing. Everybody eats over there.
They got a good ball sharing type of situation. It looks much different fluidly than
it's fluid, and it's free flowing.
We kind of have our opinions on why that is.
It's like five guys playing with each other and they all like each other and respect each other versus.
And it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's beat these guys.
Yeah.
I'll get mine in the flow. You get yours in the flow. I'm not going to force the issue because I don't have to, because I got a guy over here that can pull his weight and I got a guy over here that can pull his weight. I don't have to pull you with me.
Yeah.
And that's a good position to be in.
It showed on the Brooklyn side, Kyrie Irving didn't play last game. And Brooklyn still won.
And you saw guys that we talked about that we said they would regress.
And
they have.
Yeah.
But when they get the opportunity, they shine. But the minute Kyrie comes back,
especially your boy
they go back in the jar.
And Joe Harris and Spencer got a nice connection to work together, and it's kind of, nobody would say that they're a better team without Kyrie Irving. I wouldn't be, but they play a little different.
Better. They play. It's a better winning formula.
Right.
What about Middleton? What does that injury mean?
They still rolling. What's the guy name that got beat up by the police a couple years ago? Police hemmed him up. Brown, I think his last name Brown.
Yeah.
He get time to go out there and shine.
Him, Connington,
and homeboy that won the national championship, Villanova. Italian dude.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, he comes and steps up and has a good showing to feel that second score, third score for them. They need Chris Middleton to be successful if they want to win anything, but it opens the door for younger guys that wouldn't get that burn to step up. Some injuries sometimes help you. The youth on the team.
Because it puts you in a position. Yeah. But none of these seem to be, it's not going to take the guys into the spring.
No. All these injuries is like
Middleton is 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks. Gordon's was 4 to 6, and I think De'Aaron Fox is like 3 weeks. Here's a sprained ankle.
Phoenix has looked.
It looks like a dangerous
It's
team.
coaching. I'm telling you, it's coaching.
And
the point guard.
You pointed to that multiple times. They're coached very well.
But it's the coaching, adding a point guard. Kelly Olynyk seems like a very good complementary to Devin Booker.
Oubre.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, Oubre. Yeah.
And they got like a type of structure, and you stay within the structure, and you go have fun.
Go have fun.
Going back to Boston, though, that opens it up for Wanamaker, or what's his name?
Oh, Wanamaker, yeah, the guard.
Him, and then the guard from Purdue that can shoot a lot.
The short cat, light skin. Edwards.
That opens it up for them, and they get shots.
Yes. Yeah.
And they get a shot.
It's
beautiful when your coach say, it's on you.
It's on you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And mean it.
On top of everybody else getting theirs. It just looks like a better cohesion of talent.
Yeah.
And it look like they having fun.
Yeah.
And you know my guy, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown, nice. I'm not taking. I never.
Like
Never said anything.
But I think it was always Jaylen Brown or Tatum, and it was always
they make
compared
you make
for
a
something.
choice. I just think that your depiction of Jaylen Brown sounded like you were describing Jason Tatum. The smoothness of his game, the handle. I think Jaylen Brown's looks a little wild. Jason Tatum's looks like poetry in motion.
Under control.
Yeah.
Just say under control.
Under control and wild.
Schoolyard under control.
Tatum look under control. Brown look wild.
It's
still
smooth. I mean,
hey,
the
their numbers are exactly the same.
The numbers are there.
And I don't care how it look. Put the ball in the hole.
Your top 8 in the East: Boston, Miami, Milwaukee, Toronto, Philly, Indiana, Charlotte,
Which is surprising.
and Brooklyn.
But that point guard they got, Graham,
Yeah.
is nice.
That's after
He
10
nice,
to 12,
man.
10 to 13 games, give or take.
Yeah.
Terry Rozier had a problem playing behind
we're
Kyrie
eighth of the way through the season
and Gordon
already.
Hayward. He had a problem playing behind Gordon Hayward and Kyrie. It's a guy named Devontae Graham over there in Charlotte that is nasty.
For the minutes?
Man.
I was looking at
Them guys can shoot.
Yes.
Graham and the other guy can shoot.
Which one? Monk?
No, they got another guy.
But they play as if they have nothing to lose.
They don't.
They got those twins.
And what you
out
say?
there.
You said Jordan say, let them play.
Let 'em play.
Let them play.
Jordan said, hey, let them play. Put the best out there. Go play ball. I'm about to sit down.
And you know who's on the bench? I didn't know he was still in there.
Oh, who that? Marvin?
Yeah. He got a lifetime deal?
Marvin Williams. He probably do.
Is it a
North
lifetime
Carolina-
contract?
hey.
Wait. Marvin Williams?
I didn't know he
He
was
said he was a good guy.
He's a good guy. I'm
He's
telling
a
you.
I didn't know he was still in the
Play
league.
I'm
league.
telling you, he's probably a good guy. Good team
I
guy.
said, oh my goodness.
He went to North Carolina.
Mhm.
He won a national championship as a freshman. Him and Michael Jordan have a bond. That's Michael Jordan's guy.
The guy I was speaking of is P.J. Washington.
P.J. Washington, yes. He nice. I
remember when me and you first started talking. I remember when me and you.
I go get a solid two.
Some size.
Oh, but you know who looks big, looks like massive? Miles Bridges over there.
Bridges.
He be ready to
bulked
play.
up.
So go ahead. But yeah.
I remember when we first started talking, and you were embracing the younger talent.
Yes, man.
Trying to infuse
I'm
themselves
trying
in
to-
the league. And I was just like, no,
Yeah.
just leave it to the
But
old
you love
guys.
it.
Leave it to the old
You
guys.
love it now.
I love watching the
You
young
love it.
guys.
I'm gonna tell Dave.
They are systematically putting their fingerprint
Yes.
wherever they can.
Dave, when they get in the game, they're not that, what should I do?
Kobe White.
I'm in the game.
Kobe White for Charlotte.
Yes.
I'm like, you see the wild hair.
Yeah.
He is giving buckets.
Buckets.
Who is checking him?
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody.
It's nobody. And your boy in Memphis is a monster.
Morant?
Yes. He is a animal.
He has taken the reins for Rookie of the Year.
But you know
As
what?
of right now, it's still very, very
you ain't even got to
early.
do that, Dave. He got it.
Very
He
early.
got it in a
But he got
headlock.
it in the headlock.
You know
right
what
now.
though? I think that the younger guys is like they're playing with like we are the future.
We're the future.
And
the right now.
But I was gonna say Morant plays. He sees Kyrie across the
And
court
wants
from him.
it, and wants
he
that action.
wants all of
Yeah,
it.
I want all of
but
it.
I think that
love it.
they're embracing the challenge.
Yes.
And if we mess up, we mess up. But we ain't going nowhere. We here.
Yes. And it's like usually we'll see a handful of cats do that. We'll see
It's
the
like the
we'll see the
whole-
Donovan
like they had a
Mitchells.
meeting.
We'll see them. Everybody.
We talking rookies.
We
and
talking
second
about
year.
no. That's what I'm
guys.
saying. Even when Donovan Mitchell was a rookie, he
Yeah.
embraced it. And you will see a Donovan Mitchell, a
But he was
Luka
the
Doncic.
exception to the rule.
You got a
now
couple.
it's the rule.
Now it's everybody. It's like, hey, when I get in the game, I'm about to show y'all while I'm in the game. What's the rookie from Washington? Rule.
You talking about the Japanese guy?
Yeah, the black Japanese guy.
Now, I haven't seen much of Washington.
He a power forward.
You rolling?
He not playing. It's like, hey, let's get it. Their center, Thomas Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
They not. It's
He's
not,
an animal.
We ain't waiting for nobody. They not doing that. They have no time to do that. Let's get in here. Y'all paying me a check. I worked just as hard as a kid. I worked hard in college. I got drafted. I'm here for a reason. And they coming in there with that.
Hachimura.
Yes.
From Gonzaga.
Yes.
He was a guy that I
Yes.
really thought
Yeah, Hachimura.
athletically And I haven't seen him much in the NBA, but I watched him at Gonzaga
It's
a lot.
not so much the athleticism. He looked like LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's polished.
Yes.
And they played Duke early on in the season, and it came down to the wire. And I kept my eye on him from that.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? You could tell that's an NBA type of game.
Yeah.
He's going to shine in college, but he's not going to be in your Player of the Year conversation.
Right.
But the productivity is there, the numbers are there, and Gonzaga's a system.
Speaking of the Wizards, what are they going to do with Bradley Beal? He's scoring a lot of points, and they ain't going nowhere.
Are they displaying? Is he trying to get it one way?
No, he signed a big deal, though, right? Didn't
Well, I mean that doesn't mean he don't want to one way at a time.
I think
because the money go with
I
you.
think he wants to be there. I just think that
He's going to start getting antsy like Lillard in a minute.
Lillard ain't antsy. Lillard got antsy one time.
He's had some moments.
He went in there, talked to them, told them. Then they made their trip to the Western Conference Finals, got smacked around. He's all right. He was screaming for Carmelo Anthony 3 years ago.
So that's a well. Let's
He
finish.
was screaming for Carmelo 3 years ago.
Let's finish Bradley Beal, and then that's a good transition. So what do you think about Beal? Is he comfortable? Does he stay there? He's a player.
I think he's comfortable.
Been a player.
I think he's comfortable. I don't think Beal's the type that's going to say I want out.
Okay.
He's not going to pull an Anthony Davis.
Well, he's not going to be vocal outwardly.
Well, if he's not vocally outwardly, we don't know what he's talking about.
But you can always go in the office and slam the door.
What's the market though for Bradley Beal? Does it have to be a contender?
But hold on for a second though. We didn't know. How did we know Dame went in there? Because somebody released it. That's what I'm saying. So I think if Bradley Beal went there, did slam the door, it's gonna be
probably
lit.
would leak that.
But
what's the market for him?
Because
I don't feel
guard,
a
6'4" two guard.
I feel like Beal is not the kind of guy that we're close, so we go get him. He seems to me more like a foundational guy. So those guys don't seem to move often, other than free agency.
Who needs a two guard right now?
Especially a two guard like him.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
Is
a
there a
team's
list?
gonna have to give up a lot to get him.
Yeah, you're gonna give up some assets, and
That's
that's what I
what
mean.
I'm
So
that's you got to make the money work and then the assets.
Yeah.
But Bradley Beal is bought. Period.
Yeah.
Point blank.
He might.
Because I've never been
Miami
when your guy can't come back. I've never been a fan of your guy.
I know you don't like John Wall.
John Wall.
I know you don't like John Wall, but at the end of the day, John Wall
He's a player.
is a guy who, when you look at his numbers in his prime, is 20 and 10.
He's a player.
5 rebounds. He gonna block some shots. He gonna play some defense. He gonna run. Now, the only thing that I gotta say against John Wall is he gotta be watching what Bradley doing, and he has to understand that you need to come in there and ingratiate yourself.
I was just gonna
to
say
what Bradley is.
But
doing.
in his defense, they're not winning. Also,
yeah, but his thing like this.
so he's saying, okay, he doing his thing. They ain't going nowhere. But
see,
me,
the only way that works.
That's also
no, that's
true.
real. The only way that works is if we come back, they start winning.
and that won't be till next year.
That's what I'm
we
saying.
won't
So
see-
if
we
he
won't
come
see
back,
all this shit.
so if he comes back, and they win, he could probably say that, but the rookie gonna be a little bit older, and the power forward gonna be a little more polished. That center gonna be a little more polished. John Wall should not come back and think it's about me, because when they had you, y'all was losing. Also,
And it should be easy, especially if I'm a point guard and I'm looking at weapons all around me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm excited about this because I
Hopefully
know
he is.
that you going without me.
Yeah.
So if I can get you, continue to get you going, my stuff is gonna come easy. I'll take an easy 17 over a hard 19.
Yes.
Every time.
Has it all? I know I'm being critical of John Wall. Has it ever? I've never looked at him as I want to win. I want my team to win.
I see how you can get that impression. And
have you ever looked at? Have you ever?
I don't know the guy, but I hear what you're saying.
Have you ever got that feeling from Russell Westbrook?
Yes, with the intensity and the energy that he plays with. Yes.
And then he's also
And he
shown
gets
me some other things. Though,
He gets
too.
everybody else involved. I've never looked
John
at
Wall-
John Wall,
John Wall
as a point guard, even giving you 10 plus assists, as a winner. And I want to win. I want to get my
You
team
just
over
now-
the hump. I want to do whatever I need to do to get my team over
Are
the
you
hump.
just now seeing that Devin Booker wants to win? Because 3 years ago, you was butchering Devin
But
Booker.
Devin Booker has been an abyss until this year. He's never been in a situation where he had a chance.
Washington-
Phoenix has never been in the conversation since he's been there.
When was
No, Washington has
in the
been
conference?
relevant. They
Washington's
weren't
been
maybe a
relevant.
championship
We talking
contender.
about
They've been relevant.
Three,
They've
four,
been
5 5 seed, and they just don't come to play when the rubber
They
meets the
just
road.
they just have
Since
lost.
John Wall been with Washington, they've had a chance. Devin Booker has never had a chance.
So
Ever.
What are you saying? Winner is just how you see something.
He doesn't come off as
Now,
I want to get my team.
There
over
was
the
this
hump.
YouTube
And-
clip when the high school kid called him out, and I believe he wanted to win that one-on-one game.
And he
Because
did it. And
because
he
it's
did him dirty.
Now,
Dirty.
listen to me. Personal
He did him dirty.
personal matchups
That's
versus
a grown-
another point guard, he's gonna play. You remember he called out Steph, but Steph drug him. But he
was balling though.
Exactly.
It was a good
exactly,
game.
Exactly.
Listen, anytime he's came to play against any of the creme
Creme
de la creme,
yeah.
he shows
Yep,
up.
yep.
What I'm saying is, maybe he need to change the scenery.
But Washington has embraced him.
They have.
So
A lot
Washington
of
would need
players,
to be
they-
the one to be like, we
They
don't
paid
want
him
you no
too, didn't they?
more.
Didn't they pay him?
Because he's everywhere. Everywhere. When you
Okay,
go to Washington,
hey.
he's everywhere.
OKC embraced Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
But he's been there since day one.
yeah. Same with John.
They embraced him too and told him it was time. Hey, it's time to go, dog.
What was the reason that OKC and Russell Westbrook broke up?
Dame Lillard.
That was
Dame Lillard and
I-
CJ
I
McCollum.
think, I think that
That's
along
not,
with the,
not going to
the series of
That is what
events.
happened. That is what happened.
They-
Dame Dollar.
In addition to this, finals,
Yeah.
not so much,
Yes.
not so much,
Yes.
not so much. 3-1,
Yeah.
can't get past the
Yeah.
Warriors, then down.
Dude,
Kevin
up.
leaves.
Yeah.
It was just a series of events.
3 first-round appearances, 3 first-round exits.
That was all culminating.
And the final straw was Dame hitting that shot and looking
And
in
it
the
wasn't
crowd
just a shot.
Like he just made a free
drug
throw.
him the whole
Yeah,
series.
he drug him the whole
He
series.
drug him the whole series.
I think that's what it did. I think that's what did it.
The great Russell Westbrook has been drugged by several.
Point guard.
In the
Point
playoffs
guard.
the last several years, absolutely.
And the great Russell Westbrook does not look like the great Russell Westbrook.
What was that stat line I sent you guys?
Oh my God, that was horrible, dude.
I'm gonna pull it up here. That was
That was
crazy.
horrible.
I'm like, that I had
I want
to
to touch
send
on
it
something, man.
because it was
I talked to Ryan a couple days ago about the Houston Rockets.
Okay.
And me being a Boston Celtic fan, I want Boston to be the champions. If I had to pick another team to win a championship this year, I want it to be them.
It won't be though.
Listen,
not like this.
This is
Harden 26 shots, 44 points.
That's
He had more shots than that. He had 41 shots last night.
Yeah, he took 41 last
So
night.
what?
But Brody had
Put him up.
21 shots, 17 points. Come on, Russ.
he got to calm down.
You got to do better. Than
But
that.
see, this is what I was
You gotta
telling.
do
This is what I
better.
was telling Ryan.
A third of the points.
And I wrote down a couple of the names.
Okay.
If you look at the Houston Rockets team, it's made up of players that people basically said we didn't want you no more.
Gerald Green.
Listen to this. The whole team. Only one that's a player that never been shooed away is Clint Capella.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Tyson Chandler. Shoot away several times.
Mm-hmm.
Cephalosha.
Mm-hmm.
PJ Tucker.
I don't even know his story, but
Exactly.
PJ Tucker would play 1 year, then he was gone for 5
5
years.
years.
Because he's old, so I know he got a story because he's old.
And he was the big whatever
Yeah,
conference
whatever he was, exactly.
player of the year.
And they told, hey,
He sure
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. That's
James,
right.
James Harden,
Say no more.
Rivers, Austin Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
You said Gerald Green, Westbrook, your boy McLemore,
McLemore, yeah.
Nene. Dude, they have a team full of people they don't want to win. I want that team to
That
win.
would be a good. That would be.
Do you feel what I'm saying? I want,
That would be a
I
feel-good
want
story.
that team to win. When you look at their roster, it is made up of players.
And that would be
they got the
guys
shorty
that
players.
would-
They got either traded for some man. James Harden got traded for Martin. Martin ain't even in the league. no
They
more.
would truly. Kevin Martin.
Yes,
They would truly appreciate a championship.
that's what I'm saying. That team. Now I want Boston, but if I wouldn't
So
mind
there's
that
gotta be
team
some-
winning.
Are you enjoying James Harden and what he does? every night?
But you know how I feel about James Harden. He can go, man. He is, first of all, fun to watch. And when you're watching him, you see him just, the way he plays ball is disrespectful to the guy checking him.
And no disrespect.
He has no respect for that guy in front of him. He don't care who it is.
No, it don't make no difference.
He about to dog.
Because I got something to say about that.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me that some of the very conversations that we had on the phone, standing in the driveway,
Yes.
in the living room, have now made it to the national media.
Yes.
I heard Stan Van Gundy say the other night, I don't care how you feel about the way he plays,
Yes.
but you got to step back and appreciate what he does.
You got to.
Because there's a lot of people. And
I'm
a guy
game,
that
put the ball in the hole. That's basketball.
I told you, listen to me.
He can't be my favorite guy. But.
They were playing the other night.
But if he's on, you gonna watch him.
Oh, yeah. Got to turn it on.
They were playing the other night.
Yes.
They were down 2.
Yes, you went to the bathroom.
I went to the bathroom. I come back. They were up 11.
It was up 11. It was up 11.
And you just wanted to get some floss. That was it.
Homeboy stood
Bow,
there.
bow, bow, bow.
Like when that game get to kicking and he just came down, shot the 3 deep, bam. And then you thought the Clippers was about to try to make the run and win the game. He ripped.
And that was that's the game I want to talk about.
He ripped Kawhi Leonard open court.
Because you hear the rhetoric.
Ball, man.
He doesn't play any defense.
Yeah, okay.
That wasn't the only time he
He's
took
not
the ball
over,
from Kawhi.
He's not overwhelming.
He's not overwhelming. But you know what he is? Quick hands.
And he's a big body.
And
he's
big
better.
deceptively strong.
Yes!
And he's
He's
better
strong.
at beating you to the spot. He's moving his feet, lateral movement. He's way better with the lateral.
Way better,
and
yes.
He's a big guy.
He's an upper body, strong guy.
Yeah.
So you're not going to just
You're not
bully
going to
him.
go through him.
You're not going to believe it.
And he accepted that because the
He
talk
fouled-
has been Kawhi
he fouled
Leonard,
out. I
Kawhi
think he fouled
Leonard.
out 2 people.
Russell Westbrook.
He fouled out Patrick Beverly and somebody else.
Yeah.
He fouled out 2 of them. I think somebody else fouled out
Yeah.
too. Come on.
Why did Russell Westbrook have 4 fouls in the first quarter?
Some of it is some of them are bull though. Some of them is touchy tack. Sometimes a ref, you know what? Sometimes if you fouling a guy, call a foul. But some of them fouls they gotta let go.
Great players control their intensity. He hasn't mastered that.
No, because he on 10 all the time. He on 10 on the bench.
Did you hear what he said about Patrick Beverly?
Yes, I did.
And I actually believe it.
And there's history to that.
But I believe, but his statement is true. He said he tricks y'all with y'all thinking he played defense. He don't play defense. He just running around in people's faces, and that's all he
We call that
doing.
smoke and
No.
mirrors. We call that smoke and mirrors.
I'm not going to completely discredit it, but he does some stuff.
Yeah,
And he's annoying.
yeah.
And I mean, like that whole getting up under the guy, like, bro, I don't even have the ball.
Yeah.
Would you get away from me?
Get away from me.
But as a National Basketball Association player, he's a bum.
Yeah, he's not making no creme de la nothing.
Oh yes, I totally agree with you on that.
He's a bum.
I totally agree
Because he had several opportunities from the outside to hit a shot.
Yeah,
No, he can't do that.
yeah.
But when it comes to irritating a guy and getting in your head,
But once
he's a
you
master.
get over that,
and that's
like
It's lunch
Kevin
meat.
Durant,
It's lunch meat.
like James Harden the other
most
night.
guys can't.
Once you get over that, it's lunch meat.
Most guys can't
Yeah.
get past it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's like, bro, literally,
Yeah,
I'm 70 feet from the basket.
yeah.
Why are you standing next to me?
Yeah.
I don't have
Like,
the
did
ball.
you ever?
I'm not a
A
threat.
couple years ago, when
Come on, man.
Lonzo Ball was a rookie, LA was playing the Lakers. As soon as Lonzo get out there, he ain't got the ball yet. He waiting.
Like, you down in your defensive
He
stance.
ran over to him and just bumped him real quick.
Right,
Like,
just-
dude, get away from me, dog.
Because you know if we was on the black top.
Yeah, and I would be like, and stuff like that. Even when he was doing it to KD, and you look, and KD was looking at the ref, like, are you gonna let him do this? I don't have the ball. Why is he touching me?
But you know the age-old adage when you're on the ball court or you're in the open gym, just a nice little bow.
Yeah.
Get him up off of you.
Loosen the mood
Yeah,
up.
but listen.
Yeah, get him off of me.
Don't listen. That is to start the game, or if I'm just coming off the bench, not all game. Stop elbowing me all game.
No, but he's saying to
You feel what I'm saying? I can understand he walk. He hit him.
Get in the
Charles
walk over
Barkley
there.
used to do it.
If
Charles
I'm
Barkley.
all on you,
I know how to get you off of me.
Yeah.
you know how to get me.
Oh
I know how to get you
yeah.
off of me.
But you're talking about in the NBA where the second one is the one to get caught. They kicked KD out of the playoff game. Remember? KD got caught second for running back over to him, bumping him. They tossed both of them.
I'm going to give a little
You know
secret away. I don't play in games that mean anything anymore. I used to just throw the ball right at you.
Listen.
I hit you right in the face with the ball.
That is that. No, I understand what that is.
You feel me?
I understand.
Oh,
what
you want to play
walking-
close?
Yes,
I'm going to hit
yes.
you right up under the chin
And
as I'm
walking,
swinging
and
through.
and walking past the bow to the chest. When y'all get in position,
You
the
this
bow
close
under
right
the
here,
arm.
I'm going to chest
I'm
pass it
totally
right
with all
right
that.
here.
I'm not with the I don't have the ball. You are all
No, that's
up
what
under
you
me.
keep
Get
doing that to
away-
me.
dude,
That's
what-
my response.
Yes, got you.
That's my response. Oh, you want to stand that close?
Yeah, right.
Okay, wait till I catch you.
Right.
I got something.
That's
for
that.
you.
That's that. What the Morris brothers
You
did to homeboy.
You can't call no foul if I hit you with the ball and it was a pass.
Yeah, you can't.
You just was in the
Ref, I'm starting to pass the ball. What are you talking about?
Boom. And
You
then
just have to be there.
them eyes start
I
watering because you
respect
ain't
that.
in the yeah.
I respect that.
You
But
can stop that.
on that NBA National Basketball Association level,
He's a pest.
he is a bum too.
Yeah, he's not.
He's
I'm just telling you, on the level he's on, he's not producing at all.
He's not.
And all them antics ain't working no more.
It ain't working.
It depends. It does work. It just doesn't work against those guys.
Well, the guys are there. You tell me. You tell me when he's been successful this year.
Because
This year.
But see, here's the thing, and it's something too. If Paul George was playing when they played Houston, Patrick Beverly's not checking James
Yeah,
Harden.
he's not gonna guard it. And that's what my point at the beginning
feel
of the
what
year.
I'm saying?
He'll be responsible for just the point guard now.
Yeah.
There'll be no
Yeah.
go guard Durant.
Yeah.
Go guard.
But
There's no
even
need
if,
for that anymore.
but even
But
if
his time is about to dwindle. Because
I think he'll.
Bush guard is more than capable of playing the point. Sweet Lou.
Yeah, but you losing what he give you off that bench.
What does he give you?
No, I'm talking about from.
He's still gonna give you that.
No, I'm talking about.
I'm not saying don't play
But Lou-
Patrick Beverly.
But Lou has one job when Lou get in the game.
yeah.
Light it up.
Yeah.
Now when you make him a starting point guard,
Who was the other point guard for what you call
It lightweight
for the
changes.
Clippers? For the Clippers.
I don't think they got
Take a
one.
look.
I don't think they got one.
While you looking for that, let's pivot a
think
little
they
bit.
got one.
We talked a little bit about Mel. He's got a new home.
Yes.
I
Yes.
like it.
Yeah.
The talk has been that he's going to come in and play the 4.
That's cool.
I like that.
As far as just getting them out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Space the floor.
Because they like what Rodney Hood doing.
Yeah, and I forget who said it, but that's an interesting lineup. If you can get those guys rolling,
Oh, that's some scoring.
coming down the stretch.
Because you
I
got-
got Dame, CJ, Rodney, Mel.
And you got
Whiteside.
You got Whiteside blocking shots and grabbing boards. Let's get it.
You
That's
might
a
want
nice
to stay.
But when you go to your small
Would
squad-
it be a great story? Portland Trailblazers NBA champions.
It would also be another good story. That would be a feel good.
That
situation.
would be great,
That would be a
though.
feel good situation.
That would be great. That would be. Yes, that would be nice.
It would be a
You
feel
know,
good.
you know what questions that would answer? That would answer Shaq's shot
About
at
what?
Dame
Oh,
about not
about
having
the
a championship.
championship.
That would
people
be,
been questioning
yeah,
Mel for years.
Yes, that would be nice.
But see,
It wouldn't happen.
They're not
We
even
just
on my
talking.
radar.
We just talking. I had them finish in the top 4.
Yeah, you did. You did.
And Melo
They-
helped my
they
thing.
on the- they
Because
on-
your boy Jokic, his scoring, his productivity didn't dropped a little bit.
but what did I tell you about
Two game
Jokic?
winners this week though.
What did I,
Oh yeah,
game winners
yes.
this week.
what did I,
Definitely,
what did I
yeah.
tell you about Jokic? They played Portland 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was chilling.
Yeah, and then he went off.
And he went off.
He
Just
went
like
off.
that.
He did.
I think it's
He did.
pace. Everybody knows how to pace.
Yeah. I roll with that.
Two tough game winners,
Yeah,
matter of
I
fact.
roll
I was
with
just
that.
looking at that.
I roll with that.
What'd you find out on the Clippers? Still looking.
As far as what? Point guard? No, that's it.
So
So the only point guard on their roster is basically him because Lou is labeled a 2.
yeah, he's technically a 2.
But it's guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Guard,
but I'm
forward.
saying, yeah.
And plus, we just bringing the ball up. We know we're giving it to 1 or 2 people.
PG.
That's why it don't matter. He'll always be out there starting because all he got to do is bring the ball up and chase somebody around for 6 fouls.
So that's a good pivot. Paul George is back.
Yes. And
Share
Hey.
on the air what we talked about.
Hey,
off the
listen.
air.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody come back from a injury, a surgery, shoulder surgery, come back and in 2 games, in both games, shoot the ball 17 times, make 10 baskets. In both games, you talking 59%.
That's over 50%. Almost, yes. Almost
In the
60.
first game, he went 3 of 5 from 3, 60%. Second game, he went 6 for 11 for 55%. And in those 2 games, he done made 21 or 21 free throws. The boy averaging 35 points a game. I have
What's the minutes?
20 minutes.
That's laughable.
He played 1 game 20, 1 game 24. You add that up, that's 22 minutes.
When I saw the highlights, though, they were all uncontested threes.
But listen to what I'm saying.
Why is that guy shooting by
I don't
himself?
care
That's
where
what I'm
he came
saying.
back from.
Why is he shooting by himself? This guy finished 3rd in MVP vote last year. 3rd. He finished 3rd in MVP voting and 3rd in Defensive Player of the Year.
So
Like, dude, he had a season, and they think that guy should be out there by himself shooting 3.
So You know me, I like to poke the bear and be provocative.
Yeah.
Who's the best player in the Clippers?
Oh, it's Kawhi Leonard.
Paul George.
It's Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, I knew I was going to get
It's
two
Paul
different
George.
answers.
It's Paul George.
It's Kawhi.
You know what? You have the upper echelon small forwards in the league, right? We got that. We got the the creme de la creme list, the top 10. And we always have broken down the top 5 of the point guard, the upper echelon point guards. But when we look at the top 5 small forwards, in my opinion, let's just talk about 4 guys right quick.
Okay.
Let's talk about the King. Let's talk about Kawhi. Let's talk about KD. And let's talk about Paul George. Right?
Well, let's replace KD with who has replaced KD
I don't
this
know.
year.
We have to dive into that because I don't know. I honestly don't. And it would be unfair just to throw a name in there.
So it's just, as of right now, it's just 3 active.
But to take Paul George and compare him to those 3 guys. Paul George is younger than LeBron James. Paul George is a better scorer than Kawhi Leonard. And Paul George is a better on-ball defender than KD. I think
He's right in the conversation,
he's
at
in
least.
the conversation.
And you say he's the best.
I say he's the best player
And you say Kawhi.
on the team because
What is your guy this year? He's a 4.
who was that?
Free.
Freak is a 4.
Yeah, he's a 4.
Yeah, because if Freak wasn't,
Yeah, because he would have put him in that.
yeah,
I know
Freak
he
would
would
have
have threw
been
him
in
in
there.
that.
Freak would have been
combo.
in there. But he's a. I mean, we could throw Wiggins in there.
Wiggins, yeah. That's what I was just thinking.
But I think that would be just overstepping just to throw him in there. Is he in the top 10? Yes. I think when it's all said and done, somebody's going to take KD's spot this year because KD is out.
Okay.
Injury can't hold you a spot. Yeah, it can't.
Yeah.
Steph Curry will have to leave the top 5. You can't
until he comes
back. An injury can't hold your spot. But I think Paul George is overlooked because of those 3 guys. Those 3 guys is champions.
He definitely belongs.
And people always want to look at that championship first. At the end of the day, when they lined up against Paul George, you better bring your hat. Because you about to play.
And if my prediction rings true, he won't be in that conversation anymore. About being ringless.
Oh yeah.
If the Clippers win.
Oh, if the Clippers win, that's going to be big.
And what did I say earlier this year? I was like,
legacy.
if they don't win, it's on one person, Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Doc,
yes, let's talk.
what do
about
you feel about that exchange with
Doc Rivers said that he had a timeout. They told him that he had a timeout. He was fighting for the timeout, and his son saw
with
the antics.
His son,
that's all it was.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but listen,
it's all for the cameras. It's WWE.
He gave you a free throw and a ball. So take. Get him out here.
Tee him up.
He doing all that talking. Y'all let him get away with all that. Then the ref.
The son though.
Then the ref said I don't play for you no more. You let me get traded, pops.
No, you traded me.
You traded me, pops. So I ain't trying to hear all that. Take him up, and then when he kept talking, get his ass out of here.
You clapping too? You
Yes.
clapping for your dad getting thrown out?
I don't play for him.
It's business, not personal.
This is my job. And Austin Rivers has found a home, in my opinion.
Hey, Nathan, if you ever clap because I'm getting thrown out of a game, we're going to have a problem. I just want to make that abundantly clear, sir.
Hey, son,
Just
if
so
I'm
you
acting
know.
up and you want me thrown out, then do what you would do if I was just some other coach. I'm another coach. I'm at this point in time, I am the enemy. You know why? Because you can't tell me that Doc Rivers might not know something about his son that others don't know. Hey, play him to the left. You can't go into the left. I want you to play him to the left. You can't have my son out there busting your ass.
Why you letting him do that?
Why you letting him do that? He giving out secrets.
He ain't got no losses.
He giving out secrets.
Nowhere in
I mean,
Los Angeles.
You know. Yeah, Doc Rivers didn't speak up when the Houston Rockets was about to come to the locker room and jump his son that one time. You heard Doc Rivers say nothing. He was gonna let them come in and jump
You know
on his
he
son.
got no voice, man.
He let them y'all ain't about to jump on my boy. He should have been at the door like a bouncer, but you know, it happens.
I want to bring up a couple more players, and then we'll
Yeah.
wrap up this in review situation.
All right.
Dion Waiters. What's going on here? He got a bad batch of children's chewables, huh?
Well, at the end, the edibles, it make people trip. Even you could be the biggest weed smoker in the world, but you get the wrong too many of them edibles, you gonna have a fool. He had a panic attack on the plane. They had to physically calm him down and gave him detrimental to the team. Hey, dude, you is tripping. He probably was up there in the cockpit messing with the pilot.
He's one of them few players that ain't worth talking about. But we gonna talk about him because that's what we do.
He can actually play though, Ryan. His weight fluctuates.
When you start talking about guys that want to win or not win, he's one of those guys.
He don't care no more.
But he can get buckets.
He don't care no more.
He can get buckets though.
He can score.
He can score. He
hasn't played this year.
I know, because he been hurt and then
So he just feel like I ain't playing, so I'm gonna just eat these before
I
we
ain't
get on
playing.
the plane.
And probably on the plane bothering the players. Jimmy can't get under his skin.
Now him and Jimmy might fight
And they're going to. If that happened.
Yeah, because I heard he slapped somebody in the team meeting.
Yeah.
And
Uncle
it
Drew,
didn't go well. I heard he slapped him hard.
He slapped him hard. They got into it.
And had a few words afterwards. Yeah. Before and after.
And that's almost like JR throwing the cup at what's name?
The slappy.
A bowl of soup at Homeboy.
The slappy didn't even look up.
After he got smacked?
That's what I heard. Slappy was like,
no, man.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Don't do that.
That's what I heard. No names, please, but that's what I heard. I heard the slappy was like, well,
got slapped and just let it happen.
That's how that's going to go. Guy from Philly, man.
The guy we speaking of grew up in New Jersey, though. Come on!
He's not in Newark. He's in Jersey,
but not Newark.
Though.
All right,
different. That's different.
Oh, okay,
that's a little different.
All right,
I got 3 more.
Yep.
Draymond, what is he doing?
Draymond Green through 8 games has given you 9 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. This is his game logs: 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists.
Third game was nice though.
He had a triple-double the third game: 16 points, 17 rebounds, 10 assists.
That was nice.
4 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. 6 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. 4 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. 10 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists. 11 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. 1 win, 7 losses in them 8 games.
His stat line sounds like a bingo board.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo.
B7.
Yep, B7.
But he got B's.
Yep.
And a couple eyes. He definitely got no ends.
But this is my thing.
G's or O's.
But this is my thing with him, though. There's young talent and experienced talent, and they need this leadership that they talk about so much.
What is he
they
doing?
need that from him.
Yeah, and he ain't giving it to him.
And he ain't giving it to him. Y'all on y'all own.
Yep. That's what it seemed like. It is.
I'm disappointed.
I was a Draymond Green supporter.
I'm disappointed.
I have told Ryan I'm sorry. I'm done. I've gave up on the guy.
Wow.
Draymond, I'm sorry.
This team needs that
anything.
leadership that we talk about. Draymond Green, the leader, blah, blah.
Yeah.
This team
Champion.
needs that.
Yeah, he not.
And he ain't even. I'm not even talking about the numbers.
He was a coattail guy.
Because he ain't even like that.
I didn't want to believe that.
Yeah,
but that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like because when the season start, no Clay out, KD left, or basically a whole different team. Draymond Green was supposed to look at Steph Curry in the face and say, "Let's do it. Let's roll. I got you."
He didn't do that.
And he didn't do that.
Okay, but let me just say this, though.
He didn't do it at all.
After Steph went out, and you saw what you had in a Pascal and D'Angelo Russell.
D'Angelo Russell, Cook, right.
Y'all got to huddle up. And he's got to be that motivating factor.
So now...
Because,
he's not even a motivating factor. He's out there quiet.
Where's all the rah-rah? Where's all that at?
It was a front. We call that a front. We call that smoke and mirrors.
He's a nice guy now.
Wow.
No.
He's shaking hands at tip-offs. Draymond wasn't doing that.
Wow.
We call that...
He was faking the front?
He was a front.
He was faking it?
He was faking it. I would have. I'm with you, Dave. I would have never thought that.
I didn't think it was because I will say this, and I'll say it on camera, because he's years removed from the NBA. But I've had some personal interactions with Kevin Garnett. He's from, even though he went to Farragut, he's from South Carolina, where my dad grew up.
Okay.
And so I had some interactions with him when we were both young. And he is a super nice guy.
Yeah. You can.
He goes into character when it's time to play a game,
but
he sees that thing through. So even though it may not be who he is off the court, on the court, he is that intense. That's just who he is. He ain't winning or losing. Then he's that guy.
Kevin Garnett's got talent. Overwhelming talent.
Oh, but see something else too. I think we should have knew. Well, I'm not gonna say we didn't know, But when Tristan had to smack him up, you got smacked up, bro. When Tristan had to smack him up, it was prior to that, we cut from a different cloth. Meet me outside, all that stuff. When after the finals over and Tristan tried to shake his hand and he lightweight snubbed him, then he see him, it's, hey man, let me holler at you. Tristan like, man, get away from me. He approached him again and Tristan had to smack him up. Right there showed you're not the same person you were on that court.
See,
You're not the same person. You're not the same person when you're on the court winning. Now you're a nice guy. That guy,
it's easy to do that when Steph hitting threes for you.
That guy who had to keep apologizing and coming to Tristan, and Tristan was like, dude, get away from me, and had to put his hands on him. That was the real Draymond.
And since we went there, that had his antics and interactions had a lot to do with Mr. Durant deciding I'm gonna get up out of here.
Yep. That situation
that was the only reason, but it had a lot to do with it.
It had some, that reason was so big that Golden State, remember, suspended Draymond Green for a game after that.
You can't do that, man.
What are you doing? And I told Ryan this. I said, Ryan, if it ever came down to it, and they got that meeting with KD to sign him, my first question would be, is that guy a reason why you don't want to be here? And if KD would have said yes,
we can fix that.
He would have been up out of there.
We can fix that.
Period.
I think Draymond Green's comfort level was super high. I've been with y'all since.
Yeah, it was.
No,
he was
I think
feeling himself.
These are my friends.
Listen, I think
you are the outsider.
No, I think it was. But when he got called in that office and told to stay home for a game, I think he realized, oh my God, what did I do?
But not just
because
that.
it's business.
If you
at the end of the day, this is business.
business.
And those folks in Oakland
are not coming to see Draymond Green.
not coming to see you.
They're not coming to see you, they're not.
And as an owner, if Kevin tells me I'll stay, but Dre got to go, I would have cleaned his locker out and went out and place for him to play.
I would have told KD, hold 1 second while we're in the meeting.
Yeah,
look,
right.
Hold on, I'm going to call him on the phone.
No, on that little thing they have on the table.
Yep.
Hey, Draymond, we're in here with Kevin. Today's your last day.
Ron, you remember I told you? Ron, I posted this on Instagram about a year ago.
Yeah.
Me and my dudes was having
We'll
a
mail your
conversation.
stuff. Don't even come up
back.
Me and my guys was having a conversation in the break room, and we was saying, would you trade Freak for Draymond straight up?
And he said the majority of the people he had a conversation with him told him no.
I'm taking Freak's brother.
At this point in time, right now, I'll take Freak's brother over him. You know why? Because I know he gonna try and get it. Because he got a big brother. Because he got a big brother that he like, man, I need to do what bro doing.
Give me Freak's brother.
Yes.
Give me Lil
Draymond
Freak.
Green has disappointed me as a fan.
Utter
Dude,
disappointment.
you're an NBA player. You're losing talent. It's time for you to step up. D'Angelo Russell is and know what time it is. Why don't you? Pascal know what time it is. You got to do Poole out there jacking up everything.
Jacking it.
And here's something that I will say.
Draymond Green still throwing live.
And it's painful for me to say this, but what happened this summer with Dre?
What happened? He got married?
Uh-uh.
Had a baby?
Uh-uh.
What? Oh, he got paid. But see, me and you had this conversation, and Ryan like to bring up my boy Michael Conley Jr. Michael Conley Jr. is the first basketball player I've ever seen in my life get money and then play better.
Yeah, they gave him 200.
They gave, and he went from 16 a game to 20 a game off that check.
They gave him like 200 million.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's like, especially with a guy like when you got already a stratosphere guy, you got a Klay Thompson, a 22-point a game guy. When Klay come back, even if he give you 22 points a game, he's Klay. You like, that's Klay. But when you're a Draymond Green giving me 9, and then they sign you, you're thinking you're going to make the jump to 15.
Can I get 11, 15?
Yes.
Something?
Nothing. No double digits.
He hasn't hit you with increases in anything except for
Is
quietness.
it too early?
His quietness is way up.
Is it too early to say that?
Does he have a technical this year?
Let me ask you this question.
He got 2 technicals throughout a game in Utah.
Let me ask you this question and just put some thought to it.
He couldn't shake Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert was giving him buckets.
Is Draymond Green a mediocre talent with moments?
Oh, you see how he added that, the moments?
With moments.
I think he...
With moments of greatness.
I think he was an exceptional on-ball defender at one point.
Yes, I agree with that.
I believe that...
So was Bruce Bowen.
Not exceptional.
He was pretty doggone good.
But we talking defensive player of the year.
But
when you say defensive player of the year, that's a different moment because that means you had moments all season. I'm talking about, I think Draymond Green is lucky.
there you go.
I think if Draymond Green played on a different team, got drafted late, because Draymond Green is one of them players that got drafted in the second round that's supposed to have this chip on his shoulder. He don't play like he got no chip.
No, because he got paid.
He play like he the guy.
He got paid.
And
let me say this.
Lou Williams still play like he got a chip on his shoulder. Every time he suit up, he looking at somebody saying, "Hey man, I got to show you every night."
I'm 5'10", and I'm 43. But if you put me on the court with Steph, Clay, KD, and whoever the hell the other guy is, I'm gonna look better than I am today.
Yep.
But that don't take away from your talent.
But listen, all he doing.
But I'm going to excel just because.
Does he have talent?
No, but
I'm sure he does.
But listen, that can be
But
masked.
he's not who
He's
we
masked.
thought he
That's
was.
masked because, like you said, my assists look better when I throw it to Steph and he shoot a three and walk away.
But
you,
but
you,
feel what I'm saying?
you didn't really create that.
My assist looks better when I'm dribbling hard down the court. You know, Draymond dribble through, boop, 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 and I see Clay over there in the corner. I give him a bounce pass, and Clay shoot a three. And my assist, it's the same 3 points, same 2 points. But it makes Draymond look like this master facilitator. When he grab a rebound and is able to throw it and KD catch it, it's why ain't he doing that with Pascal?
or Poole.
Yeah,
He's not creating.
you feel what I'm saying? He's not putting them in great situations. So he was a guy that was maxed by where he was at. And if Draymond Green would have got drafted somewhere else that didn't have that talent and didn't do what Golden State do, Golden State builds their team together. They pay their people for real.
He might be overseas somewhere.
He might be overseas.
So let's transition. Is Tristan Thompson more talented than Draymond Green?
They both bums, if you ask me. And I want to throw something out there. We talked about our boy Tristan the other day.
And we're gonna talk about him on
I got all
the
his
show.
numbers right here.
You'll hear
you want to do it or you want me to do it?
Because they dropped from that 17 and
Tristan Thompson.
Well, let's deal with it now. Do we owe Tristan an apology?
Let me just and we gonna reflect off of this. 15 points. He's at this point before today's game. He's giving you 15 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. He has made 3 out of 6 3-pointers this year. So he's shooting 59% from the free throw, 54% from the field. In his first 11 games, he gave you, this is points and rebounds, 16 and 11, 25 and 13, 17 and 13, 23 and 10, 7 and 9, 11 and 12, 19 and 13, 21 and 12, 9 and 9, 17 and 12, and before today's game, 2 and 3.
Yeah, that game was funny. The question is he better than Draymond Green right now? That's the question?
No, I'm saying when you give players the opportunities and more of the responsibilities put on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Does it make you a better player? It is making him
a better player.
A better player.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'll go on a limb and say if I would trade him right now for Draymond Green.
Tristan for Dre?
Yeah, right now. I'm sorry, I'm done with Draymond Green. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'll give you Tristan right now.
Yeah, I'll take him because
I'm
sorry.
With all the drama.
I told you. Remember when we was on the phone? I gave you all type of instances with Draymond. I said the only team that don't need Draymond Green is my Boston Celtics. We ain't got nothing for him. We don't want nothing. We don't want him over there. I gave him. I broke down all other teams, man. Trade this guy for this guy. Boston don't want that guy. But Golden State, he's not helping them young dudes at all, and they need help. D'Angelo Russell is trying to figure it out on a new organization.
And he done went from having all these super friends to being by himself.
So now
I don't necessarily think he's by himself. I'm
talking on the court. On the court with somebody. Now they're looking up to him.
Yeah, he was coming in.
You feel what I'm saying? He was coming in there to play under Steph.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, man,
technically in the pecking order, even though he's not going to give you the production, he was under Dre in the pecking order. Because of the championships and the triple doubles in the finals.
But I think he's young enough where he can relate to Pascal and Poole.
Oh, definitely.
Younger guys.
Hey, but look,
we see what he did in Brooklyn. He did the same thing in Brooklyn.
Russell hurt his finger. He out for 2 weeks. What you going to do, Draymond? I'm going on a limb right now. Draymond Green get hurt too.
Oh yeah,
he don't want to be out there.
Yeah, he gonna have a hamstring.
He gonna get hurt. Something about to it's gonna be something. He got a hangnail.
Yeah,
he don't want to play. Step up, man. Play basketball. I'm surprised the Lakers didn't. I told Ryan the Lakers was gonna blow them out by 50. I'm surprised that game was as close as it was. I'm surprised that game.
Are the Lakers as good as advertised?
They're playing in a lot of close games, but they're winning though.
That close game wins.
It means
it's better than blowouts.
It means something long term.
Because the Clippers just blew Celtics out about 50 points.
This might come off his hate.
They scored 150 points.
This might come off his hate, but
Paul
a lot
George
of my
played
friends are of the same sentiment. We just waiting for the shoe to drop on the Lakers.
Yeah,
and we know what's going to happen.
What shoe is that?
Somebody get hurt.
Oh, what it?
And it falls apart.
But what's that playing with? But they say your boy Anthony playing with some injuries right now, which is weird because he never usually did that.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he's supposed to be playing with Anthony Davis. Would never play with no injury as a Pelican. He hurt his elbow. I'm going to sit out for 2 games. I'll be back in 2 games. But he's playing with injuries now.
Because the Lakers know that this stretch is important.
Yeah,
they were 4th seed, 18 and 13.
Oh yeah, they know the stretch.
But it fell apart.
But are they saying?
They're saying we're going to get as many wins up under our belt.
What injury hurts them? The only injury that I think hurts them.
If they lose Anthony Davis, they're in trouble.
I think no, I don't. I think they're in more trouble if they lose LeBron. Because I think a guy named Kuzma will step up and score points. I'm saying that I think that team. If you lose LeBron, no, I'm talking about to hurt them in the standings.
Oh, got you.
If LeBron go down, they're gonna drop. I don't care what they got going on.
Because they got nobody to do what he does.
The dude with the ball spot who look old ain't about to win
Caruso.
no games. Caruso ain't about to win no games at the point guard.
No.
If they lose LeBron James, they're going to drop. And Anthony Davis will start having mysterious injuries that sits him down. He does it all the time.
Dr. Ron Word.
Anthony, I'm telling you, man, I know what you're into, bro. But yeah, but real talk though, I mean, so if they was to lose Anthony for me, I think Kuzma steps up. Kuzma's starting to cook.
He's rolling.
Kuzma will be perfect on a young team.
He would be perfect if Golden State traded Draymond Green for Kuzma.
Don't do that.
Think about that team will be nice.
The Lakers don't want him.
That's LeBron's barbershop boy.
$100 million? I'm not paying him that.
Man, go ahead, do something, man.
I'm not paying him that. Get him out of here.
But that's what Golden State want.
You mentioned
they want to get him out of there. They might. Aaron Gordon.
What about him?
Would Orlando make that deal for Draymond Green?
Aaron Gordon ain't even give you 15 points a game.
I don't care. I guarantee you over there he'll give you 15
Yeah,
points.
he will because he'll be wide open.
He'll be wide. Yeah.
You mentioned stoppers and on-ball guys. We talked about this off the air.
Yes.
What is Marcus Smart doing? He's locking down the paint, Ryan.
Fun.
How is this possible, though?
And them young guys, Tatum and Brown, are embracing Marcus Smart.
Because he lets them.
We always thought he was a weirdo.
But he's an undersized 2-guard.
He's a player.
But he's
not mediocre. He's not below average.
He's the defender
he's a player,
that Patrick
man.
Beverly think he is.
But he walks over to the other coach's huddle and says,
right.
Throw the ball to your center.
Yeah.
I'm guarding him.
I'm guarding him.
He won't score.
He won't score.
You're shutting down centers. Mm-hmm. It don't matter who it is.
Don't matter who
and he's always been confident.
Yes.
He just needed the backing of his team.
These cats can't even get shots up.
Yeah.
His team loves him.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Boston looks really good right now.
They just got to keep it up, man. Keep rolling. Get my boy back. Don't get hurt no more. I need no more injuries. I need everybody to play healthy. I'm going to tell you somebody else that finished very good won't play no defense, but Enes Kanter finished everything around that cup.
He's
everything.
He's great around the basket.
And his floor game is better than
he ain't gonna defend nobody.
He ain't gonna defend nobody.
They got Marcus Smart for that though. Marcus Smart guarding the 5. I got him. He telling Enes move over.
I got Tice get a lot of time.
Tice get a lot of time.
Use your length and contest shots on the outside.
And the young boy Williams.
Yes, Williams. Yeah,
he's a maniac.
He is. You like? I mean, we both. Williams go.
He's a maniac.
We like them young, undeveloped guys.
But that's a coach saying, we know you're not polished all the way. We gonna take what you got and put it and work it to your advantage. He is very athletic.
Yeah.
Williams is very athletic. Yes. Them guys down in Charlotte, very athletic.
Yes.
Y'all play.
Yeah. Just play. Just play.
And I think that's what these coaches, these older coaches, need to just let these guys play.
That's what, look, me and Dave was talking. That is what we believe the Cavs coach is doing. Like, seriously, man.
With structure.
Hey, go out there.
Yes, but
because they're in every game.
They've impressed me more than I expected them to at this point.
And
they're competing.
He's keeping I thought a guy like Knight was gonna get buried. He's actually playing. I thought we was done seeing him. I thought he'd be out the league again. But he's still in the rotation, still doing his thing, getting everybody burned. A guy like Clarkson might not like that. Because Clarkson wanted to jack it up. He wanted to get his minutes.
Well, he wanted to get his points because there's incentives in his contract.
And his contract,
if he asking for $15 million, they be like, you ain't giving us nothing.
You ain't giving us nothing. He got to look.
Why? Why do you want $15 million?
Why do you want 15? He's another guy. I'll trade him for Draymond Green. I'm serious. Draymond Green is not giving that team anything. In a minute, them San Francisco boys about to start booing him.
$100 million though. They
about to start.
No, take away the money. Take away the money. Let's just talk about the bravado and the reputation.
I'm sorry, Draymond, but
Draymond Green, you ain't worth it.
Yeah, he's not.
Not worth it.
Because Ryan, you told me don't count a man's pockets. So because we used to do that with Chandler Parsons.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I said the money is because
Chandler
affects
rich.
the marketability.
In the league.
You're not taking him if he makes $100 though.
Dude,
you know what I'm
saying?
That's my issue.
Yeah. You know what I like? Who be balling on the low? Brooks. From Memphis, the light skinned guard.
The light skinned two guard.
Man, he be balling.
Him and Morant.
He be balling, man.
It's your turn. No, it's
yes,
your turn.
right.
No, it's your turn. No, it's your
You're
turn.
not scared of
y'all didn't want to mention us on the best backcourts in the league. Y'all didn't want to bring us up.
We still ain't gonna bring them up. They still got a way to go.
But they're exciting to watch.
They're exciting.
You're not just gonna run right over
Dame
them.
and CJ in town. Oh, we got something for them.
They got something for
They
them.
got a guard.
Yeah,
They got a guard.
They got a guard. But you know,
These young guys got hard.
yeah, yes, yep.
The NBA is
Y'all might got us pegged as losers
the young
and
cats
lower
got
tier,
hard,
but we don't play.
And the older guys in the league got pacemakers, and it's time to get them up out. It's time to get some. Vince Carter, it's time to hang it up.
New blood.
Andre Iguodala, I don't know what you are doing. He just sitting over there waiting for Memphis to cut him.
Yeah, he want to play.
That's all he doing. He just sitting there waiting.
He want to play for a contender.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
He's ready for the glue factory too.
that's what I'm saying. But okay, get him out of there.
Atlanta lost by 49.
49.
Wow.
150 to 101.
Paul George played 24 minutes. Had 37 points. But now
You can't lose by 50 points.
You can't lose by 50. You can't. I don't understand.
You lost by 50 and you gave up 150?
Yeah.
Something's terrible.
Lost by 50 and gave up 150.
That's
I mean, what's worse, losing 100 to 50 or 150 to 100?
those are equally terrible.
They're equally terrible. Dude, it had to be. They was just hitting everything, right?
Man.
They had to be just hitting
With no defense. Every three I saw Paul George shoot, he was wide open. In rhythm.
I might have to knock him down or something.
Yeah.
But that's a tough cover too because Paul George might have been playing the 4. And that 4 ain't gonna come out on Paul George.
That four was your boy Parker. He can come. Why can't he come? He better get out there.
You gotta switch that.
He gotta come.
Switch it.
Right at the end of the day, like you said, why is this guy open?
Shouldn't be.
And if y'all giving up,
They gave up. You can't justify that.
you can't justify losing by 50.
That's a lot.
Do Collins make that much of a difference?
Maybe.
I don't know, but it's not like this team been getting blown out by 50. This is like, you would have thought, if you just saw the score, you would have thought the point guard, you would have thought Trey didn't play. You would have thought that team was just depleted. No, they missing one guy.
Same thing when they had the flu bug.
Yeah.
Everybody got the flu.
Right. So I don't know,
Coach ain't
man.
show up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's bad.
Yeah, so, that is what it is, though, man.
Well, that's RDR's Weekend Review. We hope you enjoyed the content. Stay tuned. Listen to we'll be putting up the weekend reviews once a week. Listen to the podcast. You can check us out on Spreaker, RDR Talking Numbers. Live well, laugh often, love much. Talk to you soon.
Peace.